kind of energy used for short, quick, explosive movements, like lifting weights.
So if you're trying to increase muscle mass and you're doing weights, you might want to give this a try.
Compounds that have been shown in peer-reviewed research to improve neuronal and brain function is creatine.
Most people over 60 assume that losing strength, feeling more tired, or becoming a little forgetful is just part of getting older. And to some extent, that's true. But what if there was a simple, inexpensive supplement that could help slow some of those changes? I am talking about creatine. Yes, the same creatine many people associate with bodybuilders and gym lovers. But here is what most people don't realize. Creatine doesn't just help muscles. It also plays an important role in energy production throughout the body, including the brain. So, is creatine actually useful for older adults? Is it safe? Can it really help with the strength, memory and fatigue? In this video, we'll look at 5 science-backed benefits of creatine for people over 60. And at the end of the video, I'll explain exactly how to take it and what most people get wrong. One of the biggest challenges that comes with aging is rapid muscle loss. It doesn't happen overnight, but year after year, many people become a little weaker. Climbing stairs becomes harder, carrying groceries feels heavier, getting up from a chair takes more effort. This process is known as sarcopenia, and it's one of the main reasons people lose independence as they get older. This is where creatine can help. Creatine helps muscles produce quick energy during movement. Think of it as a small reserve battery that gives your muscles extra power when they need it. Research has shown that older adults who combine creatine with resistance training gains more muscle and strength than those who trained without it. The important thing to understand is that creatine isn't magic. It works best when it's combined with some form of strength training, even something simple like resistance bands, body weight exercises, or light weights. Together, exercise and creatine tell your body that we still need this muscle, and that's incredibly important as we age. More muscle means better balance, more strength, and a lower risk of falls. But muscles aren't the only thing that benefits from creatine, because one of the most interesting discoveries in recent years has nothing to do with physical strength at all. As people get older, many start noticing small changes in memory and concentration. Maybe you forget names more often. Maybe it takes longer to focus. Maybe you simply don't feel as mentally sharp as you used to. Most people assume that's unavoidable, but your brain, just like your muscles, needs energy to perform well. And surprisingly, creatine may help here too. Your brain consumes a huge amount of energy every day. In many ways, it's like a computer. When the battery is running low, performance starts to suffer. Creatine helps provide additional energy to brain cells, especially during mentally demanding tasks. A scientific review examining creatine and cognitive function found that supplementation may improve memory and cognitive performance, particularly in older adults and during mental periods of mental stress. In practical terms, that could mean better concentration, improved focus, and less mental fatigue. And because energy production tends to become less efficient with age, this benefit may become even more valuable over time. If you ask many older adults what bothers them most, one answer comes up again and again. I just don't have the energy that I used to. Feeling tired more often is one of the most common complaints associated with aging. Part of that comes down to how our cells produce energy. Inside every cell are structures called mitochondria. You can think of them as tiny power plants. As we get older, those power plants don't always work as efficiently. Creatine helps support one of the body's main energy systems by helping regenerate ATP, which is essentially the fuel your cells use for almost everything they do. Research shows that creatine helps the body regenerate ATP more efficiently, allowing muscles and brain cells to maintain performance for longer before fatigue sets in. This doesn't feel like caffeine. There is no sudden burst of energy. Instead, many people describe it as a feeling more capable throughout the day. More energy to walk, more energy to stay active, less feeling of being completely drained after simple activities. And that can create a positive cycle, because the more active you are, the easier it becomes to maintain your strength and overall health. Now, let's talk about something that concerns almost everyone as they age: bone health. As we get older, maintaining strong bones becomes increasingly important. Falls and fractures can have a major impact on quality of life and independence. Now, creatine doesn't directly build the bone. In fact, research suggests that creatine doesn't significantly increase bone density by itself, but it may help indirectly in a very important way. Remember what we talked about earlier? Muscle. Yes, strong muscles place healthy stress on bones, and that stress signals the body to maintain bone strength. Think about it like this. Bones and muscles work as a team. When muscles become weaker, bones often become more vulnerable too. So it may indirectly contribute to better bone health and a lower risk of falls. And sometimes preventing falls is just as important as improving bone density itself. Better strength means better balance. Better balance means fewer accidents. And fewer accidents mean greater independence as you age. One of the biggest concerns people have about aging is maintaining brain function over the long term. Researchers are becoming interested in creatine because of the role it plays in brain energy metabolism. As we've already discussed, brain cells require enormous amounts of energy. When energy production becomes less efficient, those cells may become more vulnerable to stress and damage. A recent scientific review found that creatine may help support energy balance in brain cells and may also help reduce oxidative stress, which is one of the processes associated with aging. To be clear, creatine is not a cure for neurological diseases, but researchers believe it may help create a healthier environment for the brain as we age. Think of it like regular maintenance for a car. You can stop the car from getting older, but you can help it run better for longer. And that's why creatine is attracting so much attention beyond the fitness world. Now that we know all its benefits, let's talk about how to actually take it. Knowing the benefits is one thing, using it correctly is another. So let's keep this simple. Is creatine safe? For healthy individuals, the answer is yes. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in the world. Hundreds of studies have examined its safety, and the evidence consistently shows that creatine is safe for long-term use in healthy people. It does not damage healthy kidneys, it does not cause dehydration, and it does not cause muscle cramps. Those are myths that have been repeated for years but aren't supported by current research. So how much should you take? Most people don't need complicated protocol. A simple daily dose of 3 to 5 grams of creatine is enough. No loading phase, no cycling, just consistency. Think of it like brushing your teeth. The benefits come from doing it regularly, not from taking huge amounts at once. And how do you get the best results? Creatine works best when combined with movement, ideally some form of resistance training. That doesn't mean heavy bodybuilding workouts. For example, walking, resistance bands, body weight exercises, or light strength training can also help. The goal is simply to give your body a reason to stay strong, and creatine helps you respond better to that signal. So what have we learned today? Creatine isn't just a supplement for athletes. Research suggests it may help older adults maintain muscle, improve strength, support cognitive function, reduce fatigue, and even contribute to healthier aging overall. It's simple, it's affordable, and it's one of the most researched supplements available today. Will it completely stop aging? Of course not. Nothing can. But if there is a safe and effective way to help your muscles, your brain, and your energy levels perform a little better as the years go by, it's worth paying attention to. Because healthy aging isn't about finding one miracle solution. It's about making small decisions that add up over time. And creatine may be one of those decisions. If you are new here, Applied Human Lab is where science meets real results. Because most people don't lack effort, they lack the right information. So if you want to stop guessing and start understanding, make sure you subscribe and stick around for the next videos. See you soon.